We'd like to sincerely thank our Patreon supporters. Hey, what's going on, everyone? Kagan and I are in hallway 1, and kind of wanted to just give you guys an update with what's going on with all the animals. Raining the first half of the day. It's been a little hard to get some stuff done, although Kagan got something done, something super exciting. I'll share the picture of that in just a moment. You want to say what you did? No? I'll say for her. As you guys know, she has, in my absence, been way more involved with figuring these animals out, and without any construction going on in the hallways, she's been having better pairings, better interactions. Sometimes it's nice to slow down and pay more attention to details and see what your animals need. And as you know, we got black throat eggs from both pairs of animals. One, I think we've lost now all the eggs, or we have 2 left.
From Sapphire now?
Sapphire?
All are gone.
All are gone. All right, so that whole group of eggs. But that was her first clutch of eggs. Oh no, she's produced before. What am I saying? Greg O'Leary's produced with that pair before. They are currently mating right now, so hopefully we'll get another group of eggs from them. But through Shrek and Diamond, we have that great clutch of eggs cooking in the incubator.
From like 2 months ago.
From like 2 months ago. And Kagan put them back together once she was no longer defensive about her nest. And they went right into hanging out a ton and him pursuing her. And Kagan almost separated him again, thinking maybe it was too much, too soon. And she started putting on weight again. And Kagan started seeing some digs. Does she need to separate them? And she separated the animals and got 33 good eggs this morning. Every one good, no slugs in the clutch. And then it started, no sooner did she finish, it started torrentially pouring. Now I will tell you, last night she came out here, she put an empty swim tub upside down over the lay box, a moving blanket, like a whole bunch of stuff to keep that nest box dry, and locked Diamond in there so she couldn't go and dig somewhere else where the eggs would have ended up bad. And that worked out, but that's her paying attention to all the details. So we're in hallway 1, and I'm standing on 2 feet, guys. So this is a big deal. My leg is swelling as we stand here, but I wanted to just walk around and show you, you know, there's more stuff that I want to do. She's pointing out that Conan and BB are together right now. And that's BB right here in front of us.
Yep.
Conan is getting big. He really is getting
Conan
big.
paired with Sonia last month, and they bred. Now Sonia's getting ready to lay eggs, and then I paired BB and Conan, and they've been breeding.
How cool is that? Beautiful sulfurs. We're gonna get to these cages a couple more weeks. I say a couple more weeks. I think we're gonna get the winter push done, and then during the winter we're gonna finish digging out all these enclosures, especially knowing that my leg is good. And if we just turn to the other side of the hallway, we are by Drago's enclosure. I tried to get a clip of him laying on that log right there, and the camera died. So right when we came in here, he was sitting out there. Male black dragon. Do I have him on MorphMarket yet?
I don't think so.
I'm gonna put him up on MorphMarket tonight. I would love for, right now we have 3 male black dragons. We don't need 3 male black dragons to the 1 female, who Kagan did just get the first clutch of eggs from Raven. 4 eggs. Hey, it's eggs. So that's great. She's a very small female, and she's not, I don't know, maybe we're gonna find the food source that really gets her to hit food harder, but she seems to let her food sit for a day or 2 before she eats it. Weird practice. She's one of the few animals we cannot pull her food. She likes it ripe, and then she eats it, and it seems to be the course every time. But hopefully we figure that out and find her a food source that will get the weight on her, because that's what she needs. She needs to step up in size a little bit. But we have Sammy from Sean Hong,
And Reese.
and Reese. Sammy! Sammy has been trying to get out of the enclosure anxiously the whole time we've been here, because that just says something about how social Sammy is. Now, what we would love to do is take the screen and the 4x4 and that dividing wall off and give Sammy a much larger enclosure. So if we could find a good home for Drago, then we would have a large enclosure for Sammy, a larger water, all that. And then Sammy, we would be able to put with Raven. And I think that would be good. That's what I want to do. I want to scale back a couple animals and start getting more big enclosures. I wish that Conan had the larger enclosure. So I think we are going to decide one of these female sulfurs is going to get listed for sale. And you're pointing at Sonia. So possibly Sonia. BB, I think, is one of Kagan's favorites. And get him into a larger enclosure. And then that would give him a female to pair with. But when they're together, you know, I spoke to my buddy CJ and he was saying that, no, don't climb up on me. That's my bad leg. Don't do yeah, Sammy was just about to try and climb up on me. That we shouldn't be putting the males into the female enclosures. So we should be just introducing the females into the large enclosure with the male. And they need that space for her to get away from him, and vice versa if it's the wrong day. So we should, these animals are now large enough and they deserve a little more space. And I'm gonna slowly walk, guys. Diesel was out. As you know, we have some empty enclosures and I would like to make some decisions over this way. Sophia is about to lay.
Yeah, any day.
Any day. So our larger female sulfur, any day. And then I think Kagan has it figured out, and that would be a great pairing for Alexander the next go around. Georgia, the guru, is on the other hallway right now. We'll see her in just a little bit. She's huge, absolutely huge. She is gonna lay eggs any day now. In fact, we really think that she would have already, right?
Yeah, she's within
Yeah.
days.
So, and she was paired with the male T positive Chuck. So many names, but I do like the nameplates. Bumblebee is listed for sale. Is Bumblebee out? He is not out. Our male het black dragon. And you guys know that we had sold him to my buddy Carl, and we traded for a black dragon to get him back. And we lost Ivy, and that was who I wanted to pair with Ivy. We tried Pinky. You want to show Pinky with the camera? I can't walk in there with that. Pinky's as big as a house. She did not pair with him well, but look at that gut on Pinky. Pinky. So Pinky will be laying eggs soon, and you know, I had made that decision in the past that, you know, she's an older female. She doesn't need to be paired anymore. We did try with Bumblebee to see, since she was such a gentle male, but she just wasn't having it. And then after she attacked him the first time, we tried pairing him again, and I say we, I mean Kagan, and he was a little defensive the second time because, you know, I mean, what's the saying about learning a lesson?
Something about a woman scorned.
I don't know. There's a lesson in there somewhere to be learned. But so there are cages that could be opened up, like maybe Pinky here. Maybe we could put that large female into an enclosure over here. Sally could maybe be over here in a large enclosure and still have a large enclosure next to it. So we could have more large enclosures on this hallway. Or maybe the coming guy will eventually take up 2 small ones there or something. We'll figure it out, but it would be nice to have those options. These walls can be easily removed and or put back, and gain a little more space. So yeah, Pinky's not in this enclosure. So we have empty enclosures, which is such a weird feeling. So we're walking. Do you guys see how good I'm walking? This is so stinking exciting. It was last week that I just like up and decided one day that I was gonna drive my truck, And Kagan was so mad at me. I got behind the wheel, but the first day it hurt a little and I didn't go far. And then the second time I drove, it hurt a little less. And then the third time, I think that was the day we went boat shopping, and I drove almost all day. We drove all over the place. And came back with that boat we showed you guys in that last video. Pretty cool boat. If you guys know anything about boats, it's a boat company called Storm. It's a bass boat company, no longer in business, but the hull is copied off a boat that's one of my favorites. So it's a copy of an Allison, the hull, and it's a very fast bass boat hull, and the guy took that and put a flats boat deck on it. So we could bass fish in that boat, but we can also go saltwater fishing, not offshore, inshore, for snook and flounder and all that good stuff, which is what we love doing. And it's fast. Well, I can't say that confirmed because we haven't been out on it yet. So far it's been just work. I've been just working on it. And now, oh, Boba was out. Shoot, Boba was giant. Can I pass you the camera?
Mm-hmm.
Kagan is in with Georgia. She does not like the camera, huh?
No, suddenly. I don't know if it's really showing her big tummy right now or not.
Or is it me? Is it the camera or me?
That is a voice she hasn't heard in quite a while.
I'll be quiet. How's that?
So she is getting ready to lay. I mean, she is also any day now, and she's actually arching her back, and her back is not showing how big that tummy is right now. There's a good angle on Miss Georgia and that big old tummy she's got right now. You can really see from the side. Hey, Miss Georgia. Yeah, look at that low hanging tummy. Wow. When they start showing their ribs like that, that's when they're about, like she's either tomorrow or the next day.
Yeah.
She's really close. And then she's got Chuck right next door. That's who she paired with right there.
Do I have him unlocked, or did you?
I did, because I was gonna walk in there and then she walked out for me, so. Pardon me. Pardon me. Little lady.
Little lady.
Yeah, little. Come on, miss. Oh, and her tail is getting thin at the base. Oh yeah, she's
Close.
She's very close.
She is close.
Let me see if I can walk in
Chuck.
with Chuck. Just to show him off for a second. I know, you don't like the camera in your face either. But that's who the father is for those eggies.
Rescue mission.
Rescue mission? Oh.
Russian tortoise.
Russian tortoise down.
It was just walking around too.
Whoop. There you go,
Watch,
sweetie.
someone's gonna jump on your back.
Oh yeah, somebody is gonna jump on me. Don't jump on me. I see you, Trace.
Now, I'm gonna walk all the way to the end because I want to discuss another thing. And we're skipping all sorts of good stuff on the way. I'm still trying to walk slow and plant my foot nice and level. The white throats. So, I think we messed up on that. We separated them when the females were swollen, thinking that they were about to lay eggs, and it could have been the females cycling, and we separated them too soon and messed that up. Are they separated again right now?
Yeah.
Because they went into swelling again,
Yeah.
which hopefully isn't that I don't know. We'll see what happens. You know, it's our Pebbles is giant. She's laying on the ground right there. She looks kind of sad laying there like that. But we want the males to be in a 10 by 12 again. So when they're together, and they're almost always together, but our interactions with Frosty and Glacier were so much better when they were in the larger, less confined enclosure. Oh, there's Tundras up there, right above the door there. So she's she's sitting up there in that elevation. But Onyx and Sapphire have been breeding. He's up on his shelf looking giant as can be. And Kagan has said that, let's see if I can walk in there. I don't know. I can walk in there, but I don't think I could get out very fast. Oh. That he's been a little more ornery lately because of the whole female situation, that Shrek has now been a little bit easier to handle and work with.
He got a big meal yesterday though, so he's probably happy right now.
Oh yeah, he's definitely over 6 feet now. He's getting big. His head's starting to get longer. You guys, if I can get the camera a little closer, the black-throat males, when they get larger, their heads get longer, and he's now hitting that stride. He's gonna probably try and eat you guys in a second. You got all over your face, buddy. Oh yeah, he's tasting you guys. But all that is good. We'll see if we don't get eggs from Sapphire this go around.
So you know what's crazy?
What's crazy?
Walk on over here and I'll show you.
No quick process. Okay.
So we're looking in here on Diamond. This is the one that I just pulled eggs from this morning. Obviously the base of her tail, super skinny.
Oh,
but
yeah.
look at her tummy.
Her tummy is still big, but
Her tummy is still big.
she's so emaciated. Have you got her any eggs or anything to eat yet?
She won't eat. I already offered once.
Yeah, she may be ready for a chicken egg now. Or maybe we'll thaw a rat out for tomorrow morning. That might be the play. You got to get weight on them ASAP after they lay eggs. Super cool. Well, Kagan knows, she knows where an egg is. So this is my first time walking down the hallway, guys. Since this is a big deal.
You want to try it?
Oh yeah.
Are we hungry yet?
She's hungry. She's hungry. No?
Maybe.
Oh yeah. Sorry guys, I'm trying to stretch in.
She's gonna take her time.
She sure is.
Well, how about this? I'll leave it here for you. You see it's right there?
Oh, she's coming down for it.
That's sand on your head.
It's like just an inch of sand on her head.
Come here.
Look how skinny.
This is what I was trying to prevent. She has dig holes here. She had two back
You guys
there.
can see that giant dig there.
And it's just filled with muddy water. So she's gonna pass it up. That's what
Pass
she
up
did
the
this
egg. She
morning.
wants something else.
Yep.
That's odd.
She's very protective of her nest.
All right, so I'm gonna turn the camera off for a second, and then we're gonna go over to an area because I want to discuss it with you guys. So that other video about the tortoises, the Aldabras all getting along, and this proposed area, there were a whole bunch of comments about the oak trees and how oak trees are toxic to tortoises. And I can't dispute any knowledge that anybody has on these tortoises or otherwise, because I'm not an expert on tortoises. I do read, I do talk to people, and I try to educate myself, and I know people, quite a few people, that have oak trees in or around their tortoise enclosures, even with this species. And so I talked to them, multiple people, that the issue is them eating Now I'm gonna share a picture. Now that picture is of an oak tree that has low foliage. Now that would be a problem because, according to my conversations with them, that would be a problem because that is oak that they would eat. They would eat the green. They would feel a need to try and graze on the oak leaves. But there are almost no oak leaves on the ground. We're gonna hurricane cut these trees, so there's a lot less foliage on them, but it will give them that dappled sunlight, areas for sunning, areas with shade. We will remove the cedars, which have already clearly been said are gonna be bad. Now, as long as we do our due diligence, if we have a windstorm, we run out here and make sure that there's no like branch that broke off and there's no green oak on the ground, we won't have a problem. Now I'm gonna have to go by this fence line and make sure that there's no oak down low near that fence line. There are some young oaks, but we're gonna bring that fence up 6 feet and go solid wood. That's gonna be solid wood up 4 feet, and we're gonna go 3 or 4 foot up solid wood on the fence separating us from our neighbors. So they won't have access to any greenery. Now, I'm saying all this, I still want your feedback because, again, I'm not saying anything as an expert. I want your feedback, I want your opinions, and I don't want to do anything wrong. People have mentioned, why don't you just use the back half of your property? One, that's a heck of a lot more fence to control and keep the animals where they're supposed to be. But I counted, there are 26 oak trees in that back portion of the property. So if oak trees are a problem, there are more oak trees on that portion of the property than there are here. And a lot of those are low foliage oak trees. Again, you'll see in that one picture that there's greenery close to the ground. And I want that greenery close to the ground because that is our wind block if we have a storm. Now, Kagan and I immediately after that video discussed making this enclosure even bigger. It's really the cost of making it 16 feet further into the yard. So if we went from that panel where the pink line goes to right there, moved it out 16 more feet to this post and shot down the property, I think we would just miss that big oak. We would miss this one, but it give us more property at elevation. If you guys see, our property kind of slopes off. So if we were ever in a flood situation, my property does not flood like my neighbor's properties. It is a very high property. But it would, in an extreme situation, give them more elevation and we could put their house up at a higher elevation. So I think that is gonna be our go-to. So that's what I'm proposing, is just monitoring the oak trees, keeping the greenery away from the tortoises. And you can see most of that brown stuff, we're gonna have to rake up whatever droppings from the cedars there are. And there are oak tree leaves in the ditch, but we'll rake those up and we'll use that for composting. So we'll probably put a screen pre their enclosure to filter out the leaves, so it's just cleaner water that flows through there, and then we'll just rake that out and use that in our compost areas. So please give us comments and feedback on that if you guys had strong opinions or knowledge about that. But the entire property is covered in oak trees. There are oak trees everywhere on this property. That big area right there, that is our drain field for our house. Nothing can be built in that one open area. So there may be a couple areas, but those, I mean, really the best area would have been where the big enclosure is, but that's already there and I'm not moving it again. So please give your feedback on that, guys, because that's something that I want to start moving forward on, especially the fence, so I can start getting the chickens out and free ranging them. Again, I want to fast track this project so we can have it done for this winter. So upon hearing from you guys, we'll start working on it. I think that's all for this one. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, comment, and ring that notification bell. We'll see you soon.